Your local school news with Christ at the center. This is KDET-TV. And now, for your news anchors.
Hello and welcome to KDET-TV. We're your hosts Evan Stitt, Chapman Mathis. On today's show, we'll hear about Promposal, the Martin Fischer Scholarship Award, filmmaking camp, and more.
And now for some school announcements. Attention seniors, save the date for the Class of 2025 yearbook pickup. Come back to CLHS on August 6th to pick up your yearbook and sign each other's names before you go off to college.
Also, seniors, as you transition away from Concordia, your CLHS email account and Google Drive content will be deleted from the school system. If you would like to keep this material, it is important to copy it to another Gmail account immediately. Check the daily bulletin for more information.
Summer camps and classes at CLHS are filling up fast. Now's the time to sign up your students for our high school summer programs. Summer camps begin June 10th and run through the end of July. From athletics to art, you'll find a camp that students are sure to love. The camps are available. The students of all ages are welcome to attend.
The JROTC VEX Robotics team brought home the Judges Award, the Innovate Award, and the Amaze Award at the VEX Robotics Championship in Texas. Congratulations to the robotics team.
And the Concordia boys golf team plays second behind Bishop Dwenger in the 2025 SAC Championship Tournament. Well done, cadets.
First up, we have an interview with this year's Martin Fischer Scholarship Award winner.
I just recently won the Martin Fischer Scholarship, which is a pretty big deal, and it was really amazing. So Martin Fischer was a videographer who didn't actually get to go to college for what he wanted to do, which was videography, and he was part of the Concordia community, and so his parents created a fund to help other people who are going into the humanities, so that's any of the arts, that's languages, that's history, that's art, that's law, psychology, any of the humanities, so they can go to college. And it's a fund that helps people do that. I was really shocked because I didn't expect that I was going to win. I had really fierce competition. There were two people who were going to be lawyers, one person who's going to be a teacher, and one person who's going to go for musical theater. And they're all really great people and they have such great qualifications, so I really didn't think it was going to be me. So I was really, really surprised, but I was also really happy. I'd say my work with arts organizations in the past is probably maybe what edged me out. I would not sure, but I would say maybe that was it. I've worked in supporting arts organizations in Fort Wayne through grant giving for the past 2 years, and that was like a really hard process because a lot of people don't understand the importance of the arts in a community and they don't advocate for them to get funding through money and stuff like that. So I think maybe that's my participation in the community might have been a factor. I'm going to DePauw University in Greencastle, Indiana, and I'm going for art history and classical civilizations as a double major. And if I theoretically could pick a minor, though I can't because my schedule's too full, it'd be linguistics. It's very beneficial. It's certainly helping me afford college and go basically debt-free. I already had a couple of really great scholarships from my school directly, but the Martin Fischer is helping me achieve going to school debt-free basically. And that's really amazing, especially as somebody who's going into the arts, because that never happens for us. So yeah, it's really a blessing.
Next up is an interview with this episode's featured teacher, Mr. Urban.
So who are we here with?
Mr. Urban.
What subject do you teach?
Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calculus.
Why do you want to be a teacher?
My dad and sisters are both teachers. It's something I just fell in love with when I was in college, my first couple of years.
What's your favorite thing about teaching?
Just probably seeing the kids understand some of the materials that we're covering and finally get it when we're doing the problems.
Next up, let's hear about New Beginnings, the new play written and directed by Concordia senior Caleb Vandenacker.
My name is Caleb Vandenacker, director and editor of Rocket On Productions. Most recently, just finished a really, really cool project. It's called New Beginnings, Traveling the Transcontinental Railroad. It's been a whopping 7-year project now. Originally, it was going to be a movie, and then I encountered some hiccups, as the creative process, typically brings up hiccups, and then I had to turn it into that staged reading. I worked with Chris Murphy, who I call Mr. Murphy. I worked with my mom, and I worked with Yara Flugeft, who's a sophomore here at Concordia Lutheran High School as of 2025.
And now let's hear about Miss Spray's upcoming filmmaking camp.
My name is Kayla Spray, and I am the media arts teacher at Concordia Lutheran High School. So at Concordia, we have a very strong media arts program. Students have access to professional grade equipment and the full Adobe Creative Suite, such as Photoshop and Premiere Pro. We offer lots of different classes from broadcasting, audio and video, mass media. We also offer photography, graphic design, yearbook. So there's a wide variety of things that you can try, and it is also a graduation pathway. So if you decide that this is something you're really interested in and you want to use this as a graduation pathway, you can take this class for 3 or 4 years and use it as your pathway. We have a 4-day filmmaking camp, and it's open to anyone in the Fort Wayne area in grades 6 through 10. By the end of the week, you will have made your own short film with a team of students. You'll have a chance to work with professional grade equipment, cameras, tripods, microphones, lighting, green screen. It's a really fun camp. We talk about history of film, and we go outside and do all kinds of fun projects with bubbles and things like that. So you're gonna have a great time. You'll learn to film, you'll learn to edit. You're welcome to come along and make a film.
Next, let's hear from the Promposal winner.
I'm Evan Stipp, and I'm here with
Jalen Campos.
Jalen. We've heard about your amazing promposal and how you made it on the news. Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, I got together, I think it was like 50 people to make prom with a question mark on the bottom of the courthouse lawn. But yeah, I tricked her into going to the top of the ring, and she said yeah.
How do you feel that you've made it on the Fort Wayne News?
It was cool. I didn't expect to be on there, but you know, I woke up the next morning and Keaton Gas sent it to me, so that's how I figured it out that I was me on the news.
Yes!
She said yes!
Next, we have an interview with one of Concordia's first alumni.
I'm Gretchen Furman, and I graduated from Concordia, Fort Wayne, in 1940. And it was ministerial students and high school students at the same time. And Concordia High School just started 3 years before I got there to have girls enrolled there. Until then, it was ministerial students. To be a Christian constantly. I was born a Lutheran, and I'm still a Lutheran, and my dad was a pastor, so going to church was very important for us. And that's going to Concordia. All my friends were Lutheran at Concordia, and it was just something we just did. But I was in the choir. Professor Bazine was our choir director, and we went on tours every year. And we go to Frankenmuth, Michigan almost every year because Frankenmuth is very Lutheran. But in 1939, and I know you won't remember this, but it was the New York World's Fair in 1939. And how we ever got invited to this, I have no idea. Maybe you better check back on the records. But we sang over NBC at the World's Fair in 1939. If you're a Christian, then work as a Christian would. I think Concordia was the greatest place for me. You know, it's things like that that you remember.
Well, that's all for our final episode of the year. Hey, Chapman, what are your plans now that you're graduating from Concordia?
I'm planning to go to Ball State for media production. What about you?
I'm going to the University of Cincinnati, and I'm going to be studying finance. Chapman and I are signing off for the last time. Enjoy a safe and relaxing summer break, and stay tuned for the next episode of KDET-TV.